Things to do. I've already removed the wheels, and one of the things you need to do to start removing the front bumper is to remove the protector, the engine cover, from the bottom. The thing is, I don't have it, so I haven't removed it, but as you know, it's very simple. Remove the screws that go there, that hold it to the front bumper in the front and the ones in the back. That's not a big deal. Remove them. And once you've removed the protector from under the engine, you can start removing the wheel arch screws. You have to remove these 3 here, see? 1, 2 and 3. And when you remove those 3, you have access to these here, okay? Which are torque wrenches. 1, 2 and 3. You have to do it on both sides, okay? Remove these 3 on this side and the same 3 on the other side to free the front bumper from this side. I'm going to do it. Okay, once we have removed those 3 screws on this side of the bumper, what we are going to do is remove the front grille. To remove the front grille, remove these 3 torsion bolts. Here, okay, I'll remove them and see. See, once we have removed these 3 screws, the grille is released here, and since it is inserted into some lugs below, it is simply a matter of pulling upwards a little bit, being very careful not to break anything. Okay, see, that's how we pull upwards a little bit. I'm doing it with my left hand, okay? I mean, as you can see, it's very, very simple. See, these are the lugs where it goes in. And these are the male parts on the bottom of the grille. Okay, now we have removed the front grille. Let's continue. Okay, so now that we've removed the engine guard, plus the 3 screws that are behind the wheel arch, on both the right and left sides of the bumper. And now that we've removed the grille, all that's left is to remove, let's see, I'm not talking nonsense. This screw here. Let's see, I'm going to take a closer look, and now I've figured it out. It's not just these 3, but also this 4th one up here, that is, 4. We have to remove 4 more on this side, on the opposite side. We have to remove the 3 here, 1, 2, and 3. And the 3 up here, which are this one here, and this one here. Okay, I'll remove this one. This one, and theoretically the front bumper should come out completely forward. I'm going to remove these 3, which are also a Torx wrench. Okay, and we'll continue. Well, by removing these 3, you can see how the bumper gives way, and with a little care, okay? I'm doing it by hand to show you, okay, but I'll remove it here, see? Okay, now I'll keep removing it and the bumper comes out completely, which weighs nothing, okay? The front bumper, the screw that holds the bumper to the wing is not missing, okay? That goes through here. Then you have to disassemble the wheel arch a little more and then you can access it. Let's see if I can show it to you. You can access it there. Let's see, for a little light. Okay, there's the screw. Okay, now when I take it out. If you can't see it because I can't see the camera right now. If you can't see it now, when I take the bumper out I'll show you the screw it is. Okay, I'm going to remove it and we'll continue. Well, this is the little screw I was telling you about. The little turquoise one I was telling you about, and now it should come out without any problem. Okay, let's see. Now this is free, okay? And it comes out perfectly. Okay, do you see? Okay, so what we have to be careful with are the fog light connectors, the one here on the right and the one here on the left. Okay, now we have to remove the connectors. Now to disconnect the fog light connectors here, it's very simple. Do you see this little tab here? Press it down a little and the connector comes out, okay? And the same with the one on this side. Press the little tab down a little. And the connector comes out with your left hand. It's a little difficult. Now I'm going to do it on the right. On the right it's easier and it's come out. Well, then we can remove the front bumper, okay? And I'll remove it to a place that doesn't bother me much. And now I have the front bumper removed. Okay, So this is how the car looks without the front bumper, but we have to keep removing the headlights, okay? The right headlight and the left headlight. To do this, you have to disassemble, that is, unscrew this screw here, and I think it has one down here. Yes, and this one down here. Okay, there are 3 screws. Oh, no, 4, sorry. This one too. 3 and 4, and here on this side, well, logically, exactly the same. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Come on, I'm going to remove the headlights. Now when removing them, we have to be careful because we have to remove the corresponding connectors. Okay, let's see it. So you can see this screw I was telling you about, on the side, okay? It's this screw. It has this iron here and then the nut here, so that they go here, okay? And now with the nut. Okay, this is the position. Now tighten the nut and this would be the position, okay? Removing the nut, this comes out like this. Okay, I need the one on the left side, so I'm going to buy the one on the left side too to have it complete. Well, once the 4 screws are removed, the 2 at the bottom and the 2 at the top, you can see that the headlight, the front headlight, in this case, the left one, comes out very easily, okay? So, the only thing left to remove is the connector and now we can completely remove the headlight. Okay, I removed the connector and now I remove the headlight completely. Done. Well, now we have removed the connector, okay? And now we have a headlight out, so we are going to place it here along with the rest of the car parts. We are going to remove the other headlight by removing the connector as well. And that's it. What I wanted to tell you, which I have already mentioned in several videos, is that I have the habit of removing the part once I disassemble it. Then if I see that it is feasible to put the screws back in place and that they do not prevent me from removing the corresponding part, I put them back. You see, like the 4 headlight screws, and this way I know where they are. I do not lose them and I do not get confused later. So, whenever I can, once I remove a screw, then if I can put it back, I put it back in place except for the part, of course, so as not to lose them and also to know where they are, which is what I have done in this case. And now the same with the right headlight, okay? The one that is right now on our left. This is how the car is looking, okay? Now without the grille, without the front bumper that is there, without the headlights. So, now the next thing I am going to do is disconnect the connectors, okay? So, I am going to disconnect this connector that is here on our right side, which would be the left side of the car, okay? It is the horn connector. Well, I disconnect this horn connector. This connector has to do with the air conditioning temperature, okay? The air conditioning temperature sensor. This connector must also be removed. And the horn connector on the right side of the car must also be removed. I am going to remove those 3 and we will continue. It's always important to know where the wiring goes. See, this is the connector I had here on the right side of the car. I removed this cable and then, as you can see, the other part of the cable, which is this one here, is for the fog lights. The cable comes through here, it comes through down here. It has this cable support, this other cable support, okay? It continues down here to this side here. Okay. Well, let's continue removing connectors. Well, some of you may have questions. For those who don't know how to remove these connectors from the bag group, from the Audi Volkswagen group, it's very simple. Do you see this little tab here? Well, you remove them by inserting a screwdriver through here, okay? And lifting, you insert the screwdriver. Let's see if I can focus it well through this little hole. And you have to lift this tab over there. Let's see, excuse me, let's see if I can record it and make it visible. Okay, I'll insert the screwdriver here, okay? And I'll push the tab up like this. This way I'm releasing. I'm releasing the little tab inside here and this is how it comes out. Okay, we insert a screwdriver through this hole and lift the tab. It's about lifting this tab so that it tilts and releases. This is how the connector is removed. Okay, let's go. So now what I have to remove is the actual bumper, that is, what really holds the armor until it stops the blow. And to do that, I have to remove this screw here on this side, okay? And the two below. Well, what happens is that in this case, since we have this plastic from the intercooler, I have to remove the plastic from the intercooler first. So the next thing I'm going to do is remove the plastic from the intercooler. Well, and here I'm seeing another connector. This is the connector for the outside temperature sensor, okay? We also have to remove the connector for the outside temperature sensor, and the cable comes through here. Okay, this would be the wiring for now. Well, how do you remove this little piece of plastic that really channels the air that is taken in from under the front bumper? Well, it channels it well there to the intercooler. This is the intercooler, okay? How do you remove this protector? Well, as you can see, it has 3 little hooks, 1, 2 and another one below. And then they go in this lug, in the other lug here on the left and in the lug below. And then they come out like this by pressing them out. Well, I've already removed this cover of the intercooler's windshield. I see that accessing these screws is a little difficult. So, in order not to complicate my life too much, what I'm going to do is first remove this iron, and then I'll remove the anchors from there, okay? To remove this iron, it's as simple as removing a torque wrench, okay? It comes through here. And it continues to here. It's a very long screw, a torque wrench. This torque here and this torque here. 2 torques are removed downwards, okay? They are removed downwards, and then this little piece of iron comes out towards the back, that is, towards where we are. So, I'm going to keep ratcheting here to remove it. It's not hard, right? I'll remove it and continue. The torque, see how long it is. It's from here to here long, okay? I've already released the part here, it's loose. And now the same on this side. And once you've extracted the one on the other side, we can pull it this way, see? And it comes out perfectly. And now we have this little piece of iron protector here. Okay, well, I don't even think I'm going to need to remove this, or am I? It's very necessary to remove all this. It's not necessary to remove this shock absorber that it has for the shocks. Okay, well, I'm going to put the little screw here so I don't lose it, and the next thing we're going to do is remove this here, okay? The one on this side, which has 3 torques. 1, 2, and 3 torques, and this little nut here, okay? Because this also grabs this whole frame, which I have to pull forward to have full access to the front of the engine, okay? And work much more comfortably. Okay, well, let's do it. As you can see, now what I'm doing is loosening these screws, the 3 torques on this side, and I'll do the same on the other side, okay? And you'll also remember the little torque here. I've already removed the 3 screws and the little nut. See? Everything is now removed. Well, now it's pulled this way and I have it free, okay? And as you can see, this part here would be free. On this side it would only be attached to this screw that would have to be removed, but we'll get to that in due time. And then by these 2 screws here that would have to be removed, but that will come in due time. I'm going to remove the one on the other side that hasn't been removed using the same procedure. Okay, then to assemble it, remember this part that is pointing, this little arrow goes inwards, okay? When assembling it, come on, I'll keep removing the nuts then. Well, the one on the left side is done. Okay, so this is how it would look without these 2 bumper protectors. Okay, here I'm storing the parts that I'm disassembling, and we'll continue with the disassembly. Okay, I've already disconnected it. I've also taken it out. I haven't removed the connector, okay? I've taken it out like this, pulling the outside temperature sensor back. And look, and then the cable comes through here, okay? The cable comes through there. Okay? Let's remember that this is the cable that goes here to the air conditioning radiator, to the dryer or something, okay? It's not called a radiator, but okay, what does this look like? Like the radiator, it's right in front of the water radiator, okay? The air conditioning system, well, the temperature sensor. This one went over here, okay? There we had the one for the fog lights, sorry. This is the one for the fog lights, and this is the one for the horn. Okay, next, we're going to disassemble this tube, that is, this pipe that you see that goes over here. This is for the power steering that goes all the way to here. I understand that it's for cooling, okay? So it's attached with this screw. We remove the screws so that when we move this, it's free, okay? And we would also have to remove this screw here so that this is free. Okay, so I'm going to remove the screw here, which is a Torx screw, and the one here, which is a Phillips screw, I think. Yeah, it's a Phillips screw. Okay, I'll remove them and we'll continue. Yeah,